Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm back again with another holiday tutorial. So this will be the second one for 2014. If you haven't seen the first one yet, it'll be linked down below, so make sure you check that out. So I wanted to come up with a nice cool toned holiday look this time. The other one was really warm. It had golds and glitter and a bright red lip, but this one I wanted to focus a little bit more on cooler tones for maybe brown eyes or warm hazel eyes. Colors like this will really bring out those colors. And I also wanted to make it a little bit more wearable, maybe daytime or corporate appropriate. If you wanted to, you could add glitter to this, and you could add a thick black winged liner, or you could add lashes. You can really easily bump this up, but I just kind of wanted to have a really nice cool toned look. So if you want to see how to get this, then just keep watching. So I just washed my face, that's why my face looks super blotchy right now. I'm going to take my regular moisturizer. I use the Simple just moisturizer. I think it has SPF 15. I like this if you have oily skin. This really moisturizes well, but it sets in your skin really quickly. Now while that's soaking in, I'm going to take a little bit of this Victoria's Secret Illuminating Primer. I like to put kind of a moisturizing primer over this moisturizer just because I almost need a little bit more moisture now, but I don't feel like going out and buying a more moisturizing moisturizer. So now I just grabbed this Real Techniques sponge and I'm going to use my Revlon Color Stay foundation. I really like using the sponge because it kind of naturally adds a little bit more dewiness to your foundation. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go straight in with the eyes, and I'm going to take, as always, my NYX HD primer. So now I'm going to go right into the eyeshadow. So I'm primarily going to be using probably my Too Faced Pretty Rebel palette, and I'm also going to try to incorporate the Lorac Pro 2, just because I know you cannot get this one anymore, but it is one of my favorite palettes ever. I'm going to actually take a little bit of Nectar. I know I just said that this is going to be a cool look, but personally it's really hard to blend out cool colors on my skin tone. So I just need to start with like a light peach shade, and then we can go right over it with Cool Gray I'm going to take. And these are all light enough that we can kind of just like blend these all over, and it's okay that this brush is a little bit bigger. Once we start getting a little bit more precise, we'll go down to a smaller brush. Now I'm going to take a little bit of MAC's Charcoal Brown, again just staying with those cool tone shades, and I'm just going to take a smaller brush and just put that right in the crease. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right in with this shade here called Jailbird. A lot of companies have a silver shade. This one is just like really intense. You can see I barely touched it. I know Urban Decay has one probably like this. For all we know, it comes from the same lab, but I'm just going to take a flat brush just because it's so pigmented. And I'm going to use this as my base shade, so I'm going to just start patting that right over the lid. And this is really pigmented, so I'm really only going to touch it in there once. And I'm just going to try to focus this just on the lid. And then I wiped off some of the excess, and I'm just going to try to like blend that right up to the crease and kind of fade it up that way. Just because it can be very intense. And I want this to be a little bit more of like a wearable, maybe like an office party look. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of a navy shade. You can take the color Navy from the Lorac Pro 2 palette, but I'm going to take a color called Badass. Sorry, that's the name of it right there. And it's very shimmery, and it's very creamy, and it has a lot of really pretty silver sparkles. But what I'm doing is I'm just making kind of a C-shaped, like a backwards C or a V-shaped, depending on the shape of your eye, and I'm just deepening that outer crease. Okay, once you have that how you want, just take your blending brush again and make sure the edges are kind of blended. That's why it's really important to have a nice transition shade. Even if we started with like a peach or a brown or a gray, you can see how much easier it just makes blending those shades out. Now what I'm going to do is take just a tad bit of navy And I'm just going to make sure none of the blue color is lost in that outer corner. So I'm just kind of packing that right over. I'm going to jump back to the face really quick. I have a little bit of fallout, so I just swept that away with a stiff brush. And now I'm going to go back with my concealer brush and I'm going to take the current concealer I've been using or trying to finish up, and this is from Maybelline. This is just in 10 Light. And this is nice because it's a little bit yellowy tone, so it's going to cancel out any blue fallout from our eyeshadow or any of my purpley tones under my eyes. And then I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics kind of face brush from the kit that they have. So now really quickly I'm going to do my eyebrows. All I do is I use a little brush like this. This is from e.l.f. It was $1. And I like to take my e.l.f. eyebrow kit. This is in medium. Again, only $3. I've been using this for a really long time. They have a lot of shades to choose from. I think 3 or 4. They have a really good shade for blondes. And then they kind of have an auburn kit too. But I really like it. I never really use the powder, but I really like this wax right here. So hopefully you can see just how much of a difference having eyebrows on makes. It really frames your eyes. So now what I'm going to do just to finish up the eyeshadow is I'm going to go back in with my Lorac Pro 2 and I'm going to actually take Chrome right there on a little flat brush, and I'm just going to run that right along the lower lash line. And that pretty much completes the eyeshadow, so if you would like you can add black liquid liner, but I think I'm just going to skip it just to help it stay a little bit more toned down. So what I'm going to do is jump back to the face really quick before I put on mascara. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my NYX Matte Bronzer, just because I kind of want to use it up, and it is quite a warm bronzer. This is in medium and it's a very nice terracotta shade, but if you just put it on a big brush, kind of tap it off really well, and then just really dust it, you don't have to worry about being too heavy-handed or anything. And now just make sure that's all blended in and everything's set. I'm going to just take a little bit of skin tone powder and just kind of blend that right over where we put that bronzer. Now for blush, I think I'm going to take something a little bit cooler. So I'm going to use Rendezvous by Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that just because our eyes are a little bit intense. Then what I'm going to do is set all of this with a setting spray. This is just by NYX. Next what I'm going to do is do some mascara, and because I'm not doing false lashes, I'm going to curl my lashes. And if you wanted to dress this up a little bit more, or you are going to a party, you can throw on some false lashes or even wear this to work and then bring the lashes for later just to bump it up. So I'm going to use my current favorite, that's this Buxom mascara. I love how mascara just makes a huge difference too. So now just to really quickly finish the eyes, I'm going to take a little tiny brush and I'm going to take L'Oreal's Morning Light. It's a nice cool toned highlight shade. It's really shimmery and beautiful. I think it's compared to like MAC's Nylon. But I'm just going to pop that right in the inner corner. And I'm also going to take just the tiniest bit of that right under the highest point of my brow, because you can see that just kind of catches the light. And for lips, I think I'm going to do something a little bit more nude, just because the last time I did a bright lip, so I don't know how I got mascara on me. So I'm going to start with a lip liner. I'm going to use, this is pale pink. This is the closest thing to my actual lip color just because my lips literally have no color. So I'm going to line them. I'm going to use for lips is this e.l.f. matte lip color. This is in Natural, and it's kind of like a pale pink shade. So I think I like how this came out. I really like this lip color. I don't know why I don't reach for it more often. And it's not too matte, so I would definitely try it out. I think it's only like $3. You can get it at Target. So that pretty much completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure if you're, going out for New Year's Eve or Christmas or something like that, have a designated driver if you need one, and just be safe. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe and like the video if you liked it, and check the down bar for a bunch of information I'll have in there. So I'll see ya. Bye-bye.